Hello, I am Sagar Patnikar, the founder of the Institute Abhinav Commerce Classes, and I am into this field of education for more than 2 decades. Today, I will be discussing the new education, that is the new National Education Policy 2020, introduced by the central government. After 34 long years, this education policy has been changed. Now, straightway coming to the point, let's see what this policy is. Actually, what was the old education policy? The old education policy was of 10 plus 2. 10 plus 2, that is up till 10th, the schooling, then PUC 1 and PUC 2. Now, according to the new education policy, the education is been divided into 4 levels. What we call as 5, 3, 3 and 4. That is first level of 5 years, second level of 3 years, third level of 3 years and fourth level of 4 years. Let us go through what are these levels. The first stage of 5 years is the foundation stage, which is further divided into 2 age groups. The first 3 to 6, which is called as the Balvatika or the play school. Next age group is 6 to 8 for class 1 and class 2. The main feature of this foundation stage is that the burden of books will be reduced and more emphasis will be given on learning through activities. The second stage of 3 years is called as preparatory stage for the age group 8 to 11. That is for class 3rd, 4th and 5th. At this stage, there comes introduction of science, mathematics, arts, social science, and also sports, discovery, activity-based and interactive classrooms learning. The main feature of this stage is a student can learn the subjects in his or her mother tongue. This is the main part of this second stage. The third stage again of 3 years is for the age group 11 to 14, that is for the class 6th, 7th and 8th. Here comes the introduction of experiential learning in science, mathematics, art, social science and humanities. Experiential learning means learning while doing. Say for example, if you are cooking something, you have the recipe with you. You are looking at the recipe and you are adding the ingredients. That is not experiential learning. Experiential learning means what? You are adding the ingredients. While adding, what is the next ingredient to be added? How much we should add? We see the taste. We see the taste what we are cooking, and according to the taste we add the ingredients. That is called as learning while doing, and that is experiential learning, and that is what will be taught to our students in 6th, 7th and 8th. The main feature of this preparatory stage is that students will be taught computer coding, which will help them in mobile app developing. The fourth stage is of 4 years. That is for the age group 14 to 18, for the class 9th, 10th, 11th and 12th, which includes what? Multidisciplinary study, critical thinking, flexibility and very importantly the choice of subjects from the pool of subjects available. Choice of subjects means the student can choose a particular subject, the subject that he likes. Like if he's if he's doing science, we go on with the science stream. Here what can be done is when he's doing science, he can opt for accountancy, economics, music, whatever is that. That is called as choice of subjects, but according to the pool fixed by the respective governments. After this, after you complete this 5, 3, 3, 4, then comes his higher education, that is the college. Basically, this will be taken into 3 plus 2, or we can say it as 4 plus 1. What is that? We'll see. First year of college, when the student completes the first year of college, he will be awarded a certificate called as graduation certificate. Now see, nowadays, when you go into any BCom, BSc or BA, unless and until you complete the course of 3 years, we are not called as graduates. We are not called as graduates, but here, as per the new education policy, at the end of every year, we are going to get a certificate. At the end of first year, you will be given as the graduation certificate. At the end of second year, you will get graduation diploma certificate. If you complete 3 years education, 3 years course, you will be getting the graduation degree. If you do fourth year, the further study, fourth year, you will be called as the graduate research. You will get the certificate of graduation research. This is how the pattern is. Suppose, if you want to do the masters, first 3 years of graduation is to be done. That is the certificate course, the diploma course, and the graduation degree, plus 2 years master. Plus 2 years master. Suppose in the college only you have done the certificate course, then the diploma course, the degree course, and the research. Then when you go for masters, you will have to go in only for 1 year, because already 4 years we have completed. Now, after this is PhD. The PhD aspirants, it will be 4 years research, 1 year masters, plus 4 years PhD. So PhD is going to be for 9 years. So this is how the pattern the new policy has given to us. So now, quickly let us have a look on the highlights of this policy. That means, in brief, we'll go through what this main policy says. The very first and the important, till fifth standard, a student can learn in his or her own mother tongue, which will help the student to make understand the shapes, the figures, or the concepts very easily. Next, after 6th, there will be 10 bagless days in the year. 10 bagless days means go to the school without bags. And this is where the students will be exposed to the choice that is of informal internship. And this is the stage where the students are going to get more practical knowledge instead of the bookish knowledge. Next, up to preparatory stage, that is till 5th standard, the first language will be the mother tongue. The second language will be English. And about the third language, the state governments are given the right to decide which will be the third language. Then, the next one, the next feature, or the next highlight, 10th board exams are being cancelled. And 9th to 12th, there will be semester examination. That is examination after every 6 months. From 9th, the progress card, this is one of the very important highlight, very important feature what we can say. From 9th, the progress card will be 360-degree assessment. 360-degree assessment means it takes into consideration the overall development of the student, not only the marks, but it also includes discipline, the mental stability, and the intellectual skill. Considering this, the progress card will be prepared. Now, to take admission to college after that 5-3-3-4 for higher education, if the marks are less, we need to pay either donation or we have to back out. But here, if the marks are less, you can undergo CAT, that is called as Common Aptitude Test, and recover those deficit marks. Then what marks you have scored at schooling and at CAT will be combined. The average of that will be taken, which will help the student to get the admission for higher education very easily. There is one more, multiple entry and exit. Multiple entry and exit means if a student has discontinued education after completing 1 or 2 years of college, and after a few years, he wishes to rejoin, he will be allowed to rejoin from where he has discontinued. Like first and second year, he has got the diploma certificate. He has got the diploma certificate and he has taken a break, whatever may be the reason. And after 3-4 years, he feels like, I want to start the course again. So he need not start the course from first year. Where he has discontinued after diploma, he can start from third year. This is the main feature of the new education policy. After this, MPhil is been abolished. And that is why the PhD degree now comes of 9 years. Fine. In the institutions like IIT, art and social subjects will be taught for personality development. Very importantly, music, art, and literature will be mandatory, will be compulsory in all the colleges throughout India. UGC, the University Grant Commission, will be no more into play. This UGC will be replaced by National Research Foundation. Now comes, after this features the highlights, its implementation. About the implementation of the policy, new notifications will be issued by the government very soon. So, after looking at the education policy, what conclusion we can draw is, the new education policy aims at what? Putting an end to the bookish knowledge and will teach the students how to think out of the box, which will help in overall development of the students. It will guide them to recognize their passion and take up that passion as their profession. That's all. That is what is the new education policy.